Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, you folks, I play video series videos I've been doing for the while. I go over there, try food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff. Then, folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that time I'm doing this, folks. I'm not going to lie. I'm a little bit tired. So, that might be a little bit wobbly when I'm doing the review. I'm going to try not to be. Okay, but I'm just giving you fair warning. This might be a wobbly review. I got off of work and stuff, and I'm just wore out and bleh. But anyway, whilst I'm all bleh, I'm inside my truck. Whilst I'm all bleh and inside my truck, I'm wearing my grody work clothes. Typically, when those two things coincide, that means I was on my way home from work, and I found some shit to review for you. That's definitely the case today. I got off of work, decided to go over there and grab some supplies, with the Friday and such, and that's my supply grabbing day. And I wasn't really looking for stuff to review, but there's certain things that I try to keep an eye on because I know they have a tendency to have reviewable stuff. One of those things, well, it has to do with what I'm reviewing today. Because folks, what am I reviewing today? Boom! It's Pop Tarts, but not just any Pop Tarts. It's, oh God, can I? Kinda. I don't know, man. Sure, like that. That'll kind of work. They're new. They're frosted banana bread Pop Tarts. Because Pop Tarts are a thing that usually they come out with several new flavors throughout the course of the year. They're always fun to try. They're always good for review. Plus, I get, little breakfast pastry things that I can eat. These sound delicious. I'm really hopeful. I reviewed plenty of Pop Tart stuff, by the way, so if you're interested in my other takes on Pop Tarts. But now we're doing banana bread Pop Tarts, because what a world we live in today, folks. What a world we live in today. Pop-a-ma Tarts. No, don't fall. Open. And it wasn't obvious with me being in a car and all. I'm not going to be toasting these, because I personally feel like Pop-Tart should be able to stand on its own regardless of toasting. Like a s'mores Pop-Tart, that shit doesn't matter if you go over there and toast it or not. That's just a good time. I don't care who you are. And most of the classic ones, hold up pretty well. But some of the newer, more artisanal ones, they're a bit hit or miss, I've found. I did like the Eggo waffle ones, and they were decent. I didn't mind them. But I didn't feel like they really lived up to the promise. Now, maybe they would have been better had I gone over there and heated them up. But, like I said, you gotta stand by your Pop-Tart. So this is the Pop-Tart. Can I do a thing and Pop-Tart? It smells good, I'll say that right now. And genuinely, Pop-Tart, especially just a plain Pop-Tart that hasn't been toasted, usually doesn't smell that prominent, but or something. We'll see which one ends up being the thumbnail. Let's try Pop-Tart. This is a good one. Right off the bat, I can tell you this is a good one. This is a damn good one. This is up there for me. Unless it's got a weird aftertaste or it goes over there and comes to life and murders my family or some shit. And even if it does that, it's still going to be a good tasting Pop-Tart. Just the murdering thing will, But that's not taste related. This is really good. It reminds me of the brown sugar cinnamon ones that they have. And it's a similar sort of consistency on the inside, what with the squishy bit. But then you get this nice banana flavor. And that with, got a little bit of a cinnamon thing going on. Just a little bit of cinnamon. I'll be damned if that isn't a Pop-Tart that tastes like fucking banana bread. I mean, kudos to Pop-Tarts, man. Like I said, some of their newer ones have been hit or miss for me. This is a huge hit. This is not only good as a new flavor. This, for me, this would be definitely top 10, potentially top 5 favorite Pop Tarts. It's not beating out s'mores. I don't think there'll ever be a Pop Tart that beats out s'mores for me. But I could see this being in at least the number 5 position. This is a really good Pop Tart. It works perfectly fine without toasting it. That is really good. I mean, the rest of it's a Pop Tart. There's no surprises there. The pastry's okay for what it is. I do think maybe they used a different type of pastry base. It seems to be more crumbly. You can kind of see it there. So I think it has a little bit more flavor to it. That's really good, man. Seriously. Like I say, it works nicely because it is somewhat similar to like the brown sugar cinnamon ones, and I like those anyway. So it's already got kind of a good comparison to go off of. And then you have this nice like banana flavor to it. That's really good. And banana's like real prominent too. But not to an extent where it's like abrasive. Because banana flavor, especially like artificial banana flavoring, which I'm almost certain this is what this is, it can definitely be a bit much. This, I would say it's at the perfect amount. It doesn't overstay its welcome. It's just there along with like the cinnamon and the other things going on with it. The pastry taste. This is a really good Pop Tart. Ain't no two ways about it. I like this one a lot. Now that said, 2 questions have to be asked, and realistically they're pretty easy to answer. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? Yeah and yeah. Like there's just, folks, you already heard me gush about it. I don't really have any criticisms for this one, honestly. I mean, I'll say this. Will it substitute for proper, fresh-made banana bread? Of course not, but it's not trying to. Okay, it's not going over there like trying to go over there and edge out the banana bread market. It knows that it can't do that. Pop-Tarts understand their place. But it's them going over there and be like, you know what? Maybe you don't always want to make banana bread. Maybe you don't always want to take banana bread with you. Maybe you just want a fucking Pop-Tart that kind of tastes like banana bread. There you go. Mission fucking accomplished. As for recommending it to other people, if you don't like banana bread, that's the only reason why. Or if you like banana bread so much that any lesser substitute won't do it for you, then obviously. But I think if you're a casual banana bread enjoyer such as myself, it's a solid little treat to go over there. Like, I could definitely see going over there and grabbing one of these periodically. I don't know how long it's going to be around. The newer items, sometimes they stick around for a while, sometimes they're just for a month or so. But at least for me personally, man, I hope they stick around with this one. This for me is a fucking home run. Anyway, sports ball and such. Actually, I do know. Like, it's one of those things, like, I'm definitely a nerd and everything, but I was actually, like, a vaguely athletic nerd when I was a kid, so it's like, I know the terminology for some of the stuff. 5 things, folks. Have yourself a great rest of the day, spectacular rest of the week, monumental rest of the month, stupendous rest of your folks. You go over there, have yourselves a truly banana bread-tastic rest of your life, because, folks, banana bread. It's just banana bread. Like, I'm sure there's people who don't like banana bread, and I'm sure that they're fine people. But you might be possessed by the devil. I'm just saying. Because the banana bread is fucking heavenly, and I'm just saying. Maybe it's a whole Linda Blair thing, and, The Exorcist and such. Just saying. Power of banana bread compels you. You just throw banana bread at them. That fucking movie would have been over that much sooner if they'd just done that. I'm convinced. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in your world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But we do if you can't do all the time. I know I can't do all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, it's not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole, especially when you're over there, you're tired, you're wore out, you're just, oh man. So I just want to go home. I just want to lay down. Just going to turn on my air conditioning. And just pretend that, I just nice and cool all the time, that I don't have to go back to work tonight in the 90-degree fucking temperature. Oh. But it's important regardless of temperature. when we do run into situations that are stressful, frustrating, etc., take a step back, try to mitigate the level of escalation in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, here's what I want you to do. I want you to go over there and I want you to take a moment to be thankful for the fact that we exist, we coexist on a planet with banana bread. Because that is some astronomically unlikely stuff, okay? First of all, there has to be life, then it has to be sentient life, then it has to be smart enough to go over there and harvest bananas and make bread and do all that stuff. Then you need technological advances, passion for cooking. It's fucking incalculable. I'm sure there's somebody who could calculate it. If any of my viewers happen to be a top-ranking super scientist, tell me what the calculations are of, the fact that not only would banana bread exist on the same planet as us, but at the same time. Because I don't know how long banana bread's been around. Maybe a long time. It seems like a thing that would have been around for a bit, but I don't know. And I don't know how long it's going to be around with the way the world's fucking going. Not only are bananas actually going extinct, like that's a real thing if you look into it, although they'll be bananas for sure. But there's just all the craziness in the world and stuff like that. And maybe Kim Jong-un goes over there and he's like, I need all the bananas. I need fucking potassium because I'm a weird little troll who likes to go over there and threaten people with nuclear weapons. Bah! His sister's hot though. Is it weird that I find a dictator of North Korea's sister attractive? I don't know. But I've come to terms with it. Bye.